Good day, class. In this video, we will continue our discussion in our Eng 10 Pre-Calculus. So, we are now down sa ating topic na regular and irregular polygon. Just a quick review na kapag sinabi natin na regular polygon, all sides and angles are equal. And then, kapag sinabi naman natin na irregular polygon, from the name itself, all sides naman and angles are not equal. Then, dun sa previous lesson natin, na-discuss na din natin yung polygons natin from 3 sides up to 15 sides. Then, discuss na din natin yung mga important formulas natin when it comes to solving regular polygons and irregular polygons. So, at this point, ay magkakaroon tayo ng examples. Okay, so let's start with number 1. So, sabi dito, from the figure, one side of a regular octagon. So, take note lang natin yung sinabi niya na regular. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, na kapag regular ay all sides and angles are equal. Then, yung polygon natin is octagon. Okay? So, yung side daw ng ating regular octagon is, sabi dyan, 2 units. And we are required, sabi dyan, find the area of the octagon. Okay? So, makikita natin dito may figure na tayo. So, drinaw lang natin yung regular octagon na sinasabi niya. So, kung makikita natin, same side siya. And then, yung angle natin ay same lang din. So, kung ito yung angle natin, angle theta, same lang siya all throughout sa ating segment ng regular octagon natin. Okay? So, yung required sa problem na to again is, we are to solve for the area of the octagon. So, yan yung kailangan natin isolve. So, paano ba mag-solve ng isang regular polygon? Kung titignan natin, again, same sides lang siya, and then same angle din siya. Therefore, kung iisipin natin, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and then 8. Since 8 sides siya, then, there are also 8 segments. So, ibig sabihin nun, kapag kinuha natin yung isang segment na to, for example, itong shaded part na yan, kapag kinuha natin yung isa na yan, and then multiply natin dun sa number of sides, makukuha na natin yung tinatanong sa problem na to na area ng ating octagon. Alright? So, yung magiging working formula natin for that is area now of our octagon is equal to area. So, tignan na lang natin kung ano ba yung shape ng ating segment na to, si segment 1. So, triangle siya, tama? So, area ni triangle, and then, multiply natin ng n, number of sides. Tama ba? So, yan. Kapag kukunin natin ang area ng certain regular polygon, we will get an area ng isang segment, then multiply lang natin ng number of sides ng ating polygon para makuha ang area ng kung anong polygon man iyan. Okay, so yon. So, for us to be able to solve for the area of octagon, kukunin muna natin yung area ng triangle dun sa segment 1. Then, kung i-assess natin siya, n is already given, so yung isosolve na lang natin is si area ni triangle para ma-solve yung required dito sa problem na to. Because we know that si n is equal to 8 sides. Okay? So, let us solve then. Solve for area of the triangle. triangle. Okay, solve natin yung area ng ating triangle. So, kung mapapansin natin, ito, focus tayo dito sa segment 1 natin. That is triangle wherein, or para hindi tayo magulo, drawing natin siya. So, extract lang natin yung segment 1 na yan. So, yan. So, kung ito, si segment 1, so, yan siya. Okay. Diba yan si segment 1, yung shaded part natin. And then, ito is si angle theta. Then, yung buong side na to is ilan? 2 units. Tama? 2 units. Okay? Then, kung titignan natin, let's assume that this is our R or side R. Okay. So, given this triangle, kapag i-recall natin yung previous lessons natin dun sa areas ng triangle natin, if we are given two sides, so itong R, and included angle, yung magiging formula ng area ng ating triangle is that is equal to 1/2 R squared, then sine theta. So, itong formula na to, na-discuss natin siya in our previous lesson. So, kapag we are given two sides and included angle, ito yung magiging formula natin. Okay? So, since ito yung formula natin, di naman natin alam kung ano yung theta, then kung ano yung R natin. We don't know. Kaya, for us naman to be able to solve for area of the triangle, kukunin muna natin or isosolve muna natin yung value ng ating R tsaka theta. So, paano? Okay? So, unti-untiin lang natin. So, at this point, we are to solve. Okay? Solve natin. Solve for theta muna. Okay? So, another recall natin, di ba, kapag theta, masasolve natin siya if given yung number of sides, which is si n, kasi we know that si theta is equal to 360 degrees divided by the number of sides. So, we can solve for theta since n is already given. So, let's continue. So, 360 degrees all over, si n is 8. Therefore, yung theta natin is equal to, kung calculate natin yan, that is 360 divided by 8, that is 45 degrees. Alright? So, nakuha na natin yung isang unknown dyan, si theta. Kukunin naman natin si R para masolve natin si area ng ating triangle. Okay. So, let us solve for R. Solve for R. Okay. So, paano? Paano natin isosolve itong R na to? So, kung titignan natin yung triangle na yan, pwede natin siyang i-divide into 2 para makakreate tayo ng isang right triangle. Tama? So, kung i-divide natin yan, So, kung i-divide natin yan, ganyan, so, makaka-create tayo ng right triangle. And kapag i-redraw natin yan siya, so, ito yung, So, ito, and then, we have a right triangle. So, ito na si right triangle natin. Since na-half siya, si R pa din siya. So, si R to. Then, etong angle na to, this is now our angle phi. So, half lang siya. We know that phi is equal to half lang ng ating angle theta. Tama? Kasi hinaf natin to. Therefore, si phi is now equal to, ano na yung angle natin? 45. Tama? So, 45 divide it by 2. Therefore, si phi natin sa ating right triangle is equal to 22.5 degrees. Okay? Then, ano naman to? Itong side na to. So, since na half siya, 2 units yung buo. Therefore, ito naman is magiging 1 unit na lang. Dinivide lang natin ng 2. Okay? So, yan. Since given na tayo ng values na to, may side tayo dyan, may hypotenuse tayo dyan, then we have angle phi. Paano natin makukuha si R? Okay, kung iisipin natin, si angle na to is opposite niyan, si 1 unit, and then hypotenuse. So, from our SOHCAHTOA, kukunin natin yung SO. So, ibig sabihin, si sine, ano na yung angle natin? So, sine phi is equal to, so, opposite niya is si 1 unit. So, 1 all over yung hypotenuse R. So, make sure na kapag nagsasolve tayo, may include yung sinasolve natin na value. So, dito sa equation natin, included naman si R, kaya wala tayong problema. So, yan. So, from that, masasolve na natin si R. So, cross multiply. R now is equal to 1 all over sine phi. Okay? So, continue. 1 all over sine. Ano na si phi natin? Nakuha na natin kanina, that is equivalent to 22.5 degrees. Okay? So, yan. So, ano na yung magiging value ng ating R? R now is equal to, so 2.6131. So, R, that will be units. Okay, kung titignan na natin, we are now complete sa ating value. So, may theta na tayo. May R na din tayo. So, kung babalikan natin itong formula natin for area of the triangle, we can now solve. Kasi nga, may R value na tayo, may theta value na tayo. Okay? So, with that, let's substitute. Therefore, the area of our triangle, sabi natin kanina, diba, that is now equal to 1/2 R squared sine theta. So, substitute lang natin yung nakuha nating values. So, 1/2 R is 2.6131 squared, and then sine. Our theta is 45 degrees. Sine 45 degrees. Okay? So, if we try to calculate that one, ang area ng ating triangle is equal to 2.4142 square units. Okay? Don't forget the unit. Square units. But, this is not yet the final answer since we agreed kanina na kapag kukunin natin yung area ng certain polygon, that is the area of a certain segment multiplied by its number of sides. Okay? Therefore, since nakuha na natin, therefore, yung area na ng ating octagon, sabi natin kanina, that is the area of the triangle multiplied by the number of sides. So, nakuha na natin yung area ng triangle. Substitute na natin siya. So, that's equal to 2.4142 multiplied by ilan na yung n ng octagon? Yes, that is 8 sides. So, therefore, our area ng octagon na required sa problem na to, if we calculate that one, that's equal to ilan? That is 19.3136, alright, square units. Okay, so this is now our final answer. So don't forget to box your final answers. Okay, so yan ang ating final answer. Okay, so let's proceed to another example. So, example number 2. a dodecagon. Okay? Dodecagon has a perimeter. Take note, we have a polygon na dodecagon has a perimeter. So, we are given a perimeter of the dodecagon which is 36 centimeters. So, at this point, we are to find the area of dodecagon. So, kunin lang natin yung important details from the given problem. So, yung polygon natin is si dodecagon. Okay? Dodecagon. Then, what is or how many numbers of sides yung ating dodecagon? So, yes, n is equal to 12 sides. Then, also, perimeters given by P is equal to 36 centimeters. Then, we are required to get the area of our dodecagon. So, ito yung hinahanap sa problem na to. So, wag na natin i-drawing since 12 sides. Medyo complicated siyang i-draw. I-analyze natin lang siya dun sa ginawa natin sa example 1. Na kapag regular siya, so, sorry, i-clarify ko lang to. Baka ma-confuse kayo. So, this is regular. Okay? Regular dodecagon. Since regular naman siya, gaya ng ginawa natin sa example 1, kukuha lang tayo ng isang segment doon for us to be able to get the area of the whole polygon. Then, multiply lang natin siya sa number of sides. Okay, so again, yung magiging working formula natin for this one is area now ni dodecagon. Alright? Area ni dodecagon is equal to area. Since regular naman siya, yung magiging segment naman ulit niya is area ni triangle. Okay? Then, multiplied by n. Okay, so again, n is already given. Given yan siya. Yung gagawin muna natin is find the area of the triangle para makuha natin si area ng ating dodecagon. Okay? Then, para ma-visualize natin, magiging segment natin from our dodecagon is this one. So, ito si segment natin. Okay, so yan siya. So, ito, di natin alam kung ilang units since hindi siya given, tama? So, ito yung side ng ating dodecagon sa isang segment. So, ito, di natin alam. So, this is x. Say x unit. Sabihin na lang natin sa variable x siya. Since di pa natin alam. Then, we can have this as our r or side r. Or radius. Ika nga. Sorry. So, radius r. Then, we know that this is angle theta. So, same scenario. Makukuha natin yung area ng ating triangle. Okay? Area ng ating triangle by our formula 1/2 r squared sine theta. Since, again, we have given 2 sides and n included angle theta. Alright? So, paano natin makukuha yung ating side na to? Kapag babalikan natin yung given, may given dito na perimeter. So, given si perimeter natin, then, if we recall, yung ating perimeter, di ba, yun lang is summation ng ating sides ng ating polygon. Tama? So, si perimeter, that is equal to yung unit ng ating side multiplied ng ating number of sides. So, we can solve for x from here. So, x therefore is equal to perimeter divided by the number of sides. Therefore, si perimeter again given siya, that is 36 centimeters divided by number of sides is 12. Therefore, makukuha na natin si x is equal to ilan? That is 3 centimeters. Therefore, yan, kapag 3 centimeters yan, kapag kinuha natin yung half nito, okay? Kapag kinuha natin yung half nito, yan, so again, that is right triangle. Yung magiging measurement na natin dito, so tig 1.5 siya, tama? Kasi 3 units yung whole. So, ibig sabihin, 1.5 yan. So, since naka-centimeter, centimeter and another 1.5 centimeter doon. Okay? So, balikan na natin itong ating formula. So, dyan naman, masosolve din natin si angle theta. Okay? Angle theta is equal to, sa ating formula, that is 360 degrees divided by yung n natin. So, again, n is given, so we can directly get our theta. 360 degrees divided by our n at this example is 12, since dodecagon siya. Therefore, si theta natin is equal to ilan? That is 360 divided by 12 is 30 degrees. Alright. So, para naman makuha natin si r, so focus naman tayo sa ating, so solve muna natin si r. Solve for r. Again, kukunin natin siya from our right triangle. Okay? Na-extract siya sa ating figure. Ito, dito. Okay, since that is right triangle, again, this is 1.5 centimeter. This is r. Then, ito is half ng ating theta. Diba, pag makita natin dyan, buo yung theta na yan kapag kinuha natin itong angle na to, which is ito siya, ito, or i-denote na lang natin na phi. So, that is half of our theta. So, phi is equal to 30 divided by 2. That is equivalent to 15 degrees. Alright? So, again, kapag titignan natin yung relationship ng ating angle na to, that is opposite niya si 1.5 and then hypotenuse si r. So, by SOHCAHTOA, that is sine 15 degrees is equal now to opposite 1.5 over hypotenuse r. Therefore, si r, makukuha natin siya. That is now 1.5 all over sine 15 degrees. So, si r, therefore, is equal to, calculate that one. Ano yung magiging value? Alright, that is 5.7956. So, what is the unit of measurement? That will be centimeters. So, now, we are now complete with our values. So, may 30 na tayo as our angle theta. Then, may r na din tayo. So, we can now proceed with our area ng ating triangle. That is now equal to 1/2. Our r is 5.7956. And then, sine 30 degrees. Okay, calculate that one. Ano yung magiging area ng ating triangle? Area ng ating triangle now is equal to ilan? 8.3972 square. Tama ba? Yan. Centimeter square. Alright? So, since nakuha na natin itong area ng ating triangle, makukuha na din natin si area ni decagon. So, substitute lang natin ito dito. Okay? So, that's now equal to area of the triangle, yung nasolve natin, 8.3972. And then, our n for this given example is 12 sides. Therefore, our area ng ating dodecagon is equal to ilan? 100.7664. So, unit of measurement will be centimeter squared. Alright? So, ito na yung ating final answer. Ayan. Okay? So, that's it. Then, let's have another example. Yan. Example number 3. Okay. So, sabi dyan, a quadrilateral has the following coordinates on a plane. So, may nilagay na ako dito. Ito siya. So, yan na lang natin konti. Yan. Okay. So, quadrilateral has the following coordinates on a plane wherein our A, ito, is at 0, 0. So, pinat ko na siya. So, at this point, since na-discuss na natin yung pag-graph, so, at 0, 0, yan si point A natin. Then, at point B, ito, point B naman is 6, 0. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 0. So, nasa along x-axis lang siya. Then, C, 4, 3. So, naplat lang natin. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, 1, 2, 3. So, yan. Then, D. Point D naman is 0. So, 0 yung x niya, 3 yung y. Therefore, at y-axis naman siya. So, that is point D. So, quadrilateral, pinag-connect lang natin lahat ng points. So, tama nga, quadrilateral. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4 sides. Then, sabi dyan, solve for the total area of the quadrilateral form. So, etong shaded part yung kukunin natin. Okay? So, paano ba tayo mag-solve ng ganito? Since yung na-discuss natin sa quadrilateral is si si square and then si tawag doon, rectangle, trapezoid, rhombus, mga ganon. So, ito, kung titignan natin, irregular polygon yung category niya. Kasi, yung sides niya are not equal. Okay? So, paano natin siya kukunin? So, tignan natin tong figure na to. In-extract ko lang siya. So, ito na yung kukunin natin na area. Si A, B, C, and D. So, para makuha natin yung area na yan, again, analyze natin siya na pwede nating i-divide into a certain polygon na may gagamitin tayong formula. So, kung titignan natin, so, kung ito, i-divide natin siya, yan. Diba, itong A, tas at certain point here, C and D, anong polygon iyan? That is rectangle. Tama? Then, ito naman C, and then a certain point there, B, that is triangle. So, ibig sabihin, yung magiging working formula natin for this is area now ng ating quadrilateral na na-form is equal to ano? So, area 1, say this is our area 1. Okay? Then, area 2. Yan. So, area 1 and area 2. So, ibig sabihin, si area na ng ating quadrilateral is just the sum of area 1 plus si area 2. Tama? Then, we can have area 1 as the area of the rectangle. Then, area 2 is the area of the triangle. Alright. So, makukuha natin yung area ng quadrilateral by summing up yung area ng ating rectangle tsaka area ng ating triangle. Okay. So, para ma-solve natin yan, solve muna natin yung area ng ating rectangle. So, kung titignan natin siya, di ba, focus tayo sa ating rectangle. Ito, ito. Yan, basta si area 1, ito siya. Okay? So, kailangan natin ng units ng side. So, matitignan na naman natin siya since naka-plot na naman siya. So, ito is ilang units to? From here to here. So, ilang units yan? So, yung magiging units niyan is from here, 1, 2, 3. So, 3 units. Tama? Then, ito naman is, ilan naman to? So, nasa rectangle pa lang tayo, ha? So, yan. So, ilan naman yan? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this is 4 units. So, kunin na din natin to para hindi tayo mahirapan later. So, ito naman, ilang units to? So, 1, 2. So, 2 units. Alright. So, ano nga ulit yung ating formula for area of the rectangle? So, rectangle area is length times width. Tama. So, itong rectangle natin, our length is 4 units multiplied by our width, 3 units. Then, sa ating area of triangle naman, kapag given si base tsaka height, diba that is 1/2 base times height. So, yung base ng ating triangle, ito, si area 2, base niya is 2 units. So, multiplied by 2. Then, height niya, ito, just is, as is siya dun sa 3 units nun. So, 3 units. So, if you calculate that one, makukuha na natin yung area ng ating quadrilateral. Okay, calculate. Ilan? So, that is equivalent to 15. So, walang units, so that will be square units. Alright, so yan na ang ating final answer. Okay. Yan. Okay? So, more examples pa tayo. Okay, example number 4. Example number 4. So, yan ako lang para makita natin yung figure. Okay. A field is shaped like an irregular pentagon. So, ito is irregular siya. Irregular, then pentagon. Irregular polygon meaning yung sides and angles niya are not equal. So, obvious naman kasi sabi dyan, the sides are AB. So, 12 meters. They are not equal with BC, 8 meters. CD 7 meters, DE 10 meters, and EA 9 meters. Then, diagonals are drawn also. So, tignan na natin to. Yan. So, ito yung ating pentagon. So, makikita natin si AB, tama, 12 meters. So, yon. BC is 8 meters. CD is 7 meters. DE, 10 meters. And then, EA, 9 meters. Then, sabi din dyan, diagonals are drawn A to C. So, A to C, that is 10 meters, sabi. Then, A to D, another 9 meters. Alright? So, dito sa figure na to, we are required to find the total area of the pentagon by dividing it into triangles. Okay? So, may sinabi na dyan siya. Sabi, by dividing it into triangles. So, yung sinasabi niya dyan, itong triangle na to. So, yung magiging ano na natin, ito si area, ito, area 1 now. So, itong triangle na to, si ABCA, yung na-form niyan, ABCA. So, area 1. Area 2 naman to. So, ACDA. Then, area 3. Yan naman si ADEA. Yung sinasabi niya dyan, kapag sinum up natin lahat ng 3 triangles na yan, makakapag-come up na tayo ng ating total area ng ating pentagon. Therefore, yung magiging working formula natin, so area total now, or area ni pentagon, is equal now to area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3. Okay? So, yan na siya. And then, para hindi tayo maguluhan, si area 1 is si, tawag doon, area bounded by ABCA. Yung ABCA natin. So, doon tayo magfo-focus. Then, si area 2 naman is ACDA. ACDA bounded by that plus ADEA. ADEA. Yan. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung total area, kunin na muna natin yung area each segment. Alright. So, yan. So, may in-extract na ako doon. So, ito na si area 1 natin. Kung titignan natin, kinuha lang natin yung portion na to. Okay? So, solve for area 1 first. Solve for area 1, that is again the area bounded by A, B, C, and A. So, paano ba tayo makakakuha ng area for a certain triangle na given lahat ng sides? So, there are a lot of formulas when it comes to getting the area of a triangle. But for this certain scenario, makukuha natin siya by Heron's formula. Dun sa diniscuss natin in our previous lesson. Therefore, kung titignan natin, area ng ating area 1 is equal to, by Heron's formula, ano na yon? That is the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Ito yung formula natin kapag given tayo ng 3 sides ng ating triangle. So, S is not yet given but we can solve for that. Again, S is our semi-perimeter. So, S is equal to A plus B plus C all over 2. Okay? So, A is equal to 12. So, isum lang natin yung lahat ng sides. 12 plus 8 plus 10. All over 2. Okay? So, S therefore is equal to ilan? So, gawin nating S1 para hindi tayo malito. Semi-perimeter 1, that is equivalent to 15 meters. Okay? So, since we are now complete ng ating values, so we can now proceed with our substitution. That's now equal to the square root of, ano na yung S natin? Yung na-compute, 15. So, S is 15 minus A is 12. 15 minus B is 8. Then, 15 minus C is 10. Okay? So, compute natin. Ano yung magiging area 1? Okay, that is 15 the square root of 7 meters squared. So, yan pa lang yung area 1 natin dito sa pentagon natin. So, nakuha na natin si area 1. Ayan, sorry. So, nakuha na natin si area 1. Let's proceed with area 2. So, area 2 naman, ito naman, in-extract ko na din siya. Ito yung area 2 dun sa pentagon natin. So, again, given ng 3 sides, si 9, 7, and 10. Kaya, makukuha na din natin yung area 2 natin using our Heron's formula. Again, that is the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So, let us solve for S. S is equal to A plus B plus C all over 2. So, that's now equal to A is 10 plus 7 plus 9 all over 2. Alright? So, S now, what is the value of S? S is equal to, okay, 13 meters. So, we are now ready to substitute. Therefore, S is equal to 13. So, 13 minus A is 10. 13 minus B is 7. 13 minus C is 9. Therefore, area 2, that's the equivalent. That is 6, the square root of 26. So, unit of measurement would be meter squared. Alright? So, nakuha na natin din itong area 2 natin. So, we're down to the last one. Area 3 ito. So, kukunin din natin siya. So, yan. Area 3. So, again, given din si 3 sides, we can solve for this area 3. So, sorry, lagay ko lang si S2 dito para di tayo malito. S2. Alright? Area 3. So, by Heron's formula, again, that is the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So, let us solve for S. That is A plus B plus C. So, that is 9 plus 10 plus 9. Wait, parang may mali. Naka-centimeter to. Ano ba dapat? So, should be meters. Sorry. Ba't kasi centimeter to? Yan. So, this should be in meters. Alright? Check lang natin. Okay. So, palitan ko lang to. This should be in meters. Okay. 9 plus 10 plus 9. Then, all over 2. So, what is our S? Our S3, so S3 is equal to, yes, 14 meters. Okay, so substitute na natin dito. Square root of S is 14. 14 minus A is 9. 14 minus B is 10. 14 minus C is 9. Therefore, our area 3, ilan? Area 3 is 10. The square root of 14. Unit of measurement, meter squared. Okay, so, nakuha na natin si area 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, makukuha na din natin si area total. So, sabi natin kanina that is area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3. So, i-add lang natin yung mga nakuha nating values. So, area 1 kanina nakuha natin is 15 the square root of 7 plus area 2, 6 the square root of 26. And then, area 3 is yan, 10 the square root of 14. So, ano yung magiging area total natin for our irregular pentagon? Okay, 107.697 meter squared. So, ito na ang ating final answer. Alright? Ayan. Okay, so I think we're down to our last example for this topic. Okay, an irregular hexagon, another irregular polygon. So, irregular hexagon naman. So, ilang sides ang ating hexagon? Okay, tama. 6 sides. Has the following interior angle. So, 120, 130, 110, 95, 100, and x in degrees. Find the value of x. So, may drawing na ako dito. So, hexagon, again, that is 6 sides. So, 1, or sorry, wag kong ilagay yan kasi baka misinterpret nyo kasi parang pang-regular na siya. So, ito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6 sides. So, ito, given yung 120 and so on, values of angles, then we are required to get kung ano yung value ng ating x dyan. So, paano nga ba? So, recall lang natin yung ating solution or formula doon sa sum. Diba? Alam natin, sum of interior angle denoted by S. Diba? Sabi natin sa ating formula that is n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Tama? So, kung gagamitin natin itong formula na to, makukuha na natin yung sum, yung buong interior angles na nandito. So, from that, kapag 1 equation, 1 unknown, makukuha na natin itong value ng ating isang missing angle, interior angle ng ating hexagon. So, let's do that. So, S, compute natin si S, that is equal to N. Again, hexagon has 6 sides. So, 6 minus 2 times 180 degrees. So, S is equal to ilan? S is equal to 720 degrees. Alright? So, since nakuha na natin si S, sabi natin kanina, di ba? Sum ng ating interiors is just si 120 degrees plus 110 degrees plus 130 plus 100 plus 95 and then plus si x degrees natin. So, from this given equation, S is already identified. Nakuha na natin kanina and we have unknown there. 1 equation, 1 unknown, then we can solve for x. So, substitute na natin si S dyan, that is 720. Okay, is equal to, copy ko na lang to, these values. Okay, yan. Then, we can now solve for x. So, therefore, x is equal to 720 minus yung summation ng buong to. So, summation yan. Sum natin si 120 plus 110 plus 130 plus 100 plus 95 is equivalent to ilan? 555. Therefore, x is equal to 165 degrees. So, yan ang ating value ng isang interior angle ng ating irregular hexagon. So, tama diba irregular, yung interior angles niya are not equal. So, okay. Dito muna tayo since ito na yung last example for our regular and irregular polygon. So, wait na lang tayo dun sa next topic, which is the volume of a cube. Ano pa ba? Yung ating dun sa susunod na topic. Alright? So, kindly wait for further announcement and I will upload yung ating next topic. Thank you guys for listening and have a nice day.